Greetings, Commander. The new Ronin mechanized tank is an absolute powerhouse. But the only way to fully realize what it's capable of is to see it in action. So, let's do some field testing with the unit and see how it stacks up. Before we deploy, we're gonna max out the Ronin's level to see its phenomenal stats. Seriously, 630,000 health and 42,000 DPS is outlandishly powerful. And let's equip the highest tier components of the lightweight armor, mine-proof treads, and railgun so we can see it running at full throttle. The first challenge the Ronin's going to tackle is a level 75 Ryu Chi Cave Base. This design creates an immediate bottleneck that is going to focus fire on the first units dropped into the battle. Let's send in the Ronin first to the east to have it start drawing fire. Next, we'll drop a couple of Guardians and send them to the south to cover the flank. We need to make sure to send the Ronin east and not the Guardians, because there are a cluster of Valkyries over there, and the Ronin has the ability to take out air units. With the shields in place, it's safe to send in the Scorchers and start picking off targets. The trick here is to position the Ronin close enough to the Ryu Chi units in your platoon so that they will get the stat buff it provides. But you want it far away enough from those units so that the fire from the BFGs doesn't roll back into them. It's also not a terrible idea to enable Ruby's AI to control the Ronin to pick off targets individually with the Scorchers. It won't take long before this base falls at the Ronin's treads. Next, let's take a look at another new layout, a level 80 Convoy Base. With 10 Javelins and some scattered Stingers, you're probably going to want to keep your aircraft at a distance. So, again, this is the perfect job for the Ronin. We're going to send our ground forces to the east, just south of the railroad tracks with hover tanks behind the Ronin. We can go ahead and send in the aircraft, but we're going to be sure to keep them north of the tracks for now, or they'll draw fire from the Javelins. Now let's select the Ronin and slowly move him in until we can pull the Guardian away from the pack. Use the Ronin to shield, and the hover tanks can make short work of the Guardian. Let's repeat the process for the Scorchers, but they have a longer range than the Guardian, so the hover tanks will have to get a bit closer. With the Scorchers gone, the Ronin can now move in to take out the Javelins. Be warned that if you try to get the Javelins close to the enemy Ronin, it will attack and give chase. Next, I'll send in the Ronin to quickly destroy the last Javelin that's south of the Ronin, and kite him back over to the ground and air platoon. This is where the Banshee Wingman X component will shine, as the drones can take the damage while the hover tanks pound away. At this point, it's probably better for our Ronin to sit this out and let the other units take out the enemy Ronin. With the hard part behind, just repeat this process for the west side of the base and it will crumble. As you guys can see, the Ronin will be irreplaceable for your ground forces and can lead any platoon to victory.